Welcome to Instant Curves Body Studio. Most frequently asked questions. Well, it's the number one asked question that I get anyway. My name is Jonna Bateman. I am the owner of Instant Curves LLC. I am a body sculpting artist and I am skilled to train the trainer. That means I can train others who train people how to do this or start a body sculpting business. And I can train people how to start their own body sculpting business and many businesses out there. So, body sculpting, does it hurt? The most common answer you will get from body sculpting artists when it comes to this is these procedures are non-invasive, no downtime, and no pain. That's what they say. And for the most part, that is true. But you want to know what? Does it hurt? So the answer is yes and no, because it really depends on which procedure you are getting. So the four most common treatment types, and these are not all of them, but there's the most four common ones, are laser lipo, ultrasonic cavitation, radiofrequency skin tightening, and vacuum therapy. Vacuum therapy consists of breast enlargement, butt enhancement, and cellulite removal. So let's start with laser lipo. With my procedures, laser lipo is generally only a 30-minute treatment. When you know it's working, you're going to see a color, a neon pink ray light. That's why I generally dim the lights, cut the music on, have a nice little feeling or sensation in the room, because you really don't feel anything as this is working. What indicates that it's working or the activation has begun is the color, the neon pink laser rays. The next one is ultrasonic cavitation. Is one of my favorite because you get to actually sculpt the body in the desired shape of your client. So with this procedure, it's generally 30 minutes. You can always add more time depending on your personal body goals. And then you need to have fast, consistent motions with this procedure. It's going to be kind of like a light massage. It's going to feel pretty good, but the way you really kind of know what's working as a customer is you're going to hear a high-pitched buzzing sound in your ear. So the next procedure or treatment we have is called radiofrequency skin tightening. Now, once again, I always start off with 30 minutes for each procedure. This procedure is going to start off with 30 minutes. It is going to be, or needed to be, in a consistent motion. Why? Because the feeling is going to be, or the sensation is going to be very warm from the head that you're using. So you don't ever want your technician to keep that head in the same place because it can burn you. So the consistent motion is very necessary for proper treatment, but also because you don't want to get your skin burned. The next treatment, which consists of 3 different treatments, is vacuum therapy. Like I told you in the beginning, it is consistent of cellulite removal, butt enhancement, and breast enlargement. So, actually, let's back up a little bit more. I'm sorry about that, guys. I have 2 devices for cellulite removal, and one is in the body shaping device and the other one is actually in the breast, butt, and cellulite. So it's kind of like a cupping device, and there is one that is more intense than the other. The body shaping is generally going to be more intense than the cupping machine. Also, more intensity does not necessarily mean that that's the one you want to go for, or even when it comes to if your technician with their packages says, hey, I give you 40 minutes, 20 on each leg. That doesn't mean you have to use that whole 20 minutes. If you feel like the intensity is a bit too much, make sure you say, you know what, we can cut it at 10 or 15 minutes, because you do not want the repercussions that can happen, which we kind of skipped to earlier, but we're going to go to that one next. Right here. So because of the suction, there can be discomfort, especially on your first 3 sessions, Why? Because this machine or technology requires suction. Suction of your fat cells and your skin actually is going to be sucked as well, and your tissue, so that it can be moved in the client's desired location. It's going to be sucked and moved to the client's desired location. So think of it when you're getting, I don't know if you do this, but when you were younger, you had a boyfriend, he used to kiss you on your neck, or you might still do this now, but whenever you suck, there's going to be bruising that occurs, and they call those bruising hickeys. So if you suck too long, it can become sore, right? And with these procedures, 15 to 20 minutes is going to be kind of a while to be sucking, but that's why it's important to suck in consistent motions pretty fast, because we definitely don't want it to be very sore in one spot because you've sucked for too long. So the pros is that it is a very powerful device that will get the results if or when you have consistent and proper treatment. The reason I say proper treatment is because every client is going to require a different type of treatment. All clients are different. One client might do more exercises than the other one. One client might eat better than the other one. One client might have medical conditions that's preventing certain things from happening, and the other person may not have medical conditions that's preventing their desired body goals from happening. So the cons is going to be redness, swelling, bruising, and soreness. Redness, swelling, bruising, and soreness. The reason that can be a con is because the bruising and the swelling and the soreness can be downtime. That they say there's no downtime. Sometimes there is downtime, especially what if you wanted to go to the beach the next day. You wanted to get a session done, but you never had the session done before, but you thought, just hurry up, something will happen in a day, and you want to go to the beach, and next thing you know, you're going on a trip and your legs are bruised. You're not going to be happy about that. So it's important to know that swelling, redness, and soreness can occur. So when I talk to my clients during this treatment, I always express to them that communication is key. Communication is key. Like I said before, just because you can get a 20-minute session or a 40-minute session, 20 minutes per leg, does not mean you need to do the whole entire session. 15 minutes is perfectly fine per each leg, especially if the energy is too much for you. The energy can go from 1 to 10, or each machine might say something different, but the lowest is fine. So if you start at a low intensity or energy and you feel discomfort and you feel like you can take it up more and you're kind of moving around like it's really uncomfortable, you need to communicate that with your technician and ask them to just turn it down all the way. Don't be afraid that if you don't turn it down, then you're going to miss out on all the cellulite removal that could have happened, because the thing is, if it's too sore for you, you are going to have to wait a while until the next time anyway, because you do not want to harm yourself by continuing to suck in an area that is sore, red, and bruised. So when we're talking about melanated skin and then people who have less melanated skin, it's really concerning the redness and the bruising that will be seen. It doesn't necessarily mean that a person with more melanated skin won't experience swelling or soreness. So a person who has more melanated skin, the more melanated skin you have, the less likely it is for you to see bruising or redness. I hope I said that right. The more melanated skin you have, the more melanin that is in your skin, the less likely it is that you will see redness and bruising. The less melanin that you have in your skin, the more likely you will see redness and bruising. However, it does not mean a person who has melanated skin won't experience bruising or swelling or pain. You'll both probably experience that if you've never had this procedure done before, or you don't have those techniques and motions on your skin that often. You will both experience that, especially on your first visit. So communication is key. So your technician should definitely let you know, hey, these are the things that happen after you receive vacuum therapy. So what is my recommendation? I recommend every client who I encounter, or even when I talk to a potential client, start low. Start low and try out the different machines. If your technician has a different machine, start low. That way you can gain a resistance, or a resistance can build up. And then on the sessions that you continue to have, you can raise the energy or intensity level. So here is a real life example from a client. And these are, I just want to show you these exhibits. I have 3 of them just so that you can see what you may expect from vacuum therapy. So this is with the cellulite removal treatment. Exhibit 1, that is her inner thigh. That is her inner thigh, I believe, from her left leg. And then exhibit 2 shows the inner thigh from her right leg, and I believe exhibit 3 is showing the back of her leg. She just wanted to know if this was normal. And just like I told her from the day before, redness and bruising is totally normal because you have something literally sucking your tissue, your skin, your fat cells. You have sucking in a continuous motion for 20 minutes. This particular client chose the device that was more intense. I gave her an opportunity to try out 2 different devices. The first device, she felt like she wanted more intensity. The first device actually would have worked. I saw it. I actually like that one better. It's a cupping device. I was able to see the skin swell, and I could move it, and I would see what was actually going on. The other device, I can't really see the skin, but I can feel what's going on. When she used the second device that was very intense, she felt it immediately on the lowest energy or intensity level. So I continued through the entire process. This process was supposed to be 40 minutes, but I had to stop and pause a lot during the time because I wanted to make sure if she was uncomfortable that I comforted her as much as possible. So you want to use lots of oil with this one because it's going to be pretty bad if you try to do this with dry skin. So the symptoms can last for 3 to 4 days from the first session. Some people last 24 hours. Some people, they don't bruise easily. So it really depends on the person of how fast they will heal, The next slide is just talking about more recommendations. So with body contouring, I always recommend just a general recommendation, 6 to 8 sessions, because consistency, like I said before, is key. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Plenty of water so the toxins can expel from your body. Make sure that after your procedure, you exercise within the first 4 to 6 hours so you can continue to see those results. So exercise is going to keep them stable. Continuing to come for your sessions is going to make your body shape in the way that you want it to. Continued exercise is going to keep it in that shape. And then next thing, don't drink any alcohol for the next 24 hours just so that your liver system will not be compromised, because that's what we need in order to work those toxins out. So some technicians say 72 hours. I was taught in 24, so I continue to say 24, but you can say it's 24 to 72. It just really depends on what you're seeing with your body. So body sculpting does work, and in some cases it can hurt the after procedure. So you know by now, depending on a lack of communication or because of the particular device you're using, body sculpting, really, let's not say body sculpting, but vacuum therapy is what can cause uncomfort or discomfort. So that's what you should know by now, and take that and be okay with that, because it happens. It happens, but it's not going to last. It's going to be temporary, and then you continue to do your sessions. So yes, body sculpting does work. It's important to remain consistent and do the proper treatments for your specific body appearance goals. And we are done. I want to thank you so much for watching this training, this tutorial, this webinar, this session. If you're interested in booking a session, if you're interested in starting your own business, email me at support@instantcurves.com. You can DM me on Facebook at Instant Curves, and you can find me at www.facebook.com/Instant Curves. I know it doesn't say .com right there, but that's really what the web link is. Or you can find me on Instagram at Instant Curves. Thank you so much for watching. This will be posted on YouTube, so please subscribe to my channel. See about me, see what I do. I hope you can learn a lot from me. Share this with your friends. If you have any questions on a video that you want me to do, please comment it down below so that I can make that for you and answer all of your questions. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.